Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 11. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Today's topic is the gift of sweetness. Always keep the gift of sweetness with you. Always remain sweet and make others sweet. On the day of Makar Sankranti, that is kite flying festival in January, when sweets made of sesame and molasses are shared with everyone. Molasses are mixed with sesame seeds, and this is shared with everyone. This is also a power of the gathering. The sesame seeds represent the point form of the soul, and the molasses is the sweetness. So when you remain stable in your soul conscious form and eat the sweet of sweetness and share it with others, the gathering becomes united. And now we listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
बहुत ही रुचिकर विषय है
This is a topic of a lot of interest, especially in the entire month of February. That's through sweetness, one gets all the virtues, and we listen to it. If there is sweetness, there is love also. If there is sweetness, there is truth also. If there is sweetness, there is humility also. We heard 4 or 5 days, and then every day one virtue. But then Baba not only thoughts, but to these days, how should be the words? So how should there be sweetness in that? So if we, all these 5 virtues, patience, of tolerance, so if we are dealing with sweetness, so then the more that Baba said that, don't be like an embodiment of thought, but become an embodiment of awareness. So whatever comes in the embodiment, then there is a lot of effect of that. If you see a human being, then it will speak. So then through that, all the virtues are revealed. I have experienced it a lot, that the words of human beings, in that their personality is revealed through that, through their words. So that is why Baba is reminding children that children, through this mouth, you have to speak God's elevated versions. You have to blow the conch shell, and so every word should be valuable. Now you'll say, sweetness is such an easy thing. Become sweet, say good words, speak with patience. But today Baba is saying that sweetness is a gift. Like some people that are there, they sing very nicely. So they say this one has been gifted with the talent of singing from birth. And so many from birth itself, some have certain type of speciality, and it is said that they have received it as a gift. Today Baba is saying the gift of sweetness. Some will say that from the beginning, as if they have natural, the sweetness, gentleness is naturally there in them. So Baba says, always keep the gift of sweetness with you. Why? Because if you see these days, sweetness these days, we think, oh no, things are not going to work with sweetness. We need it very forceful. We should speak strongly. We should speak loudly. Only then people listen. Our task is done. But so many times, so many have sweetness, but then it decreases, or it just gets merged within. So it doesn't come in their personality because they keep on listening that through sweetness one cannot work. So Baba says, always remain sweet, and make others sweet also.
रहना भी है, बनाना भी
Always
है।
remain sweet and make others sweet.
जैसे मकर संक्रांति
On the
में
day of Makar
जाकर गुड़ से
Sankaranti,
मीठा मिलाकर खाते हैं,
when sweets made of sesame and molasses are shared with
श्रद्धा नहीं
everyone. So
है,
it's not just
उसका
sesame
गुड़
seeds,
होता
but
है,
also there
कुछ
is
ना कुछ गुड़
something
होता है,
sweet
मीठा
with
होता
that.
है।
There is something
तो
sweet with
बाबा
it.
कहते हैं यह भी
Baba says this is also a
शक्ति
power of the
हमारी
gathering.
है। तिल आत्मा
The
की
sesame
मूर्त
seeds represent the
और
point
मिठाई
form of
मधुरता का।
the soul, and the
जब
molasses is the
आप
sweetness.
स्थिति में
So when you
स्थिर
remain
रहते
stable
हैं,
in your soul
मधुरता की
conscious
मिठाई
form and
खाते
eat the sweet of sweetness
खाते
and
हो,
share it with
तो
others,
संगठन
the
एक
gathering
होता है।
becomes united.
क्योंकि संगठन में कभी तू मैं हो
Because
जाते हैं,
in a gathering, sometimes there could be
कोई
an
बातों में
argument.
बहस हो जाती है,
There
ये
could be
गलत
some
है, वो
sort of, no,
गलत
this
है,
is right, that
जोर
is
से
right.
बोलने लगते
Or
हैं।
just one
तो बाबा
starts
कहते हैं
speaking
नहीं,
loudly.
नहीं
Baba
ऐसा
says,
नहीं है,
no, bring it into sweetness.
मधुरता से बोलो तो आपस में
Speak with
संगठन
sweetness, so then the
बनेगा,
gathering
नहीं तो फिर क्या
would be
होता है,
okay. Otherwise, what
अलग अलग
happens
हो
is that
जाते हैं सब।
everyone
फिर
gets
बहुत
separated.
संगठन को मुश्किल
Then
होता है।
it is very difficult for the
इसलिए
gathering to
शुरू
maintain
से
it.
रखो,
That's
शुरू
why
से
keep the
लेकर के
aim from the beginning
आपने
itself
अपना
that we have
मधुरता
to
बनाए रखनी है।
keep the sweetness.
मधुरता
And
बनाए रखने से
so in order to keep the
बाबा ने
sweetness,
मिसाल दिया
Baba has given the
कि
example
केवल
that
तिल और गुड़ की
not
पूजा
only
करो,
sesame seeds
पर
and
उसका
molasses,
वो
but
बना देते हैं ना, पट्टी
they make
बनाते हैं
that,
चिपका
they make
देते
it
हैं, वो भी कितनी अच्छी लगती है ना,
a
क्योंकि
kind of
वो
toli from
बहुत
it.
छोटा होता है ना,
It's like
बहुत
a
छोटा
bar.
होता है।
So because
तो
a
आत्मा
sesame
का
seed is
उसका
very small,
विश्व रूप है।
so Baba says the soul is also a
बहुत
point
अच्छी
form.
बात
So
है,
this is
ये
a very good point
सौगात है,
that this is a
खोनी
gift
नहीं चाहिए।
and we shouldn't lose it.
इससे संगठन
And
बनता
through
है,
this,
ये बात मुझे बहुत
the
अच्छी
gathering
लगी।
is made. So I really like this
जैसे
thing.
तिलों को
Like if you
इकट्ठा
collect
किया
all the
जाता है,
sesame seeds in
संस्कृति
sugar
कहते
or
हैं,
jaggery, so then they
जब
eat
सुपर
with
ले
it,
लेते हैं फिर उसको
but then they
तोड़ते हैं,
melt it and then they put
लड्डू
the
बना
sesame
लेते हैं,
seeds
फिर
and then they make a laddu like a
लड्डू
round
बना
ball,
लेते हैं, फिर
or they make like a
आपस में ये
another ball
करते
of
हैं।
um,
रियली
the
बहुत अच्छा
sesame
गुण है।
seeds. So it is really a
और
very
कुछ
good
ऐसा लगता है
virtue.
कि
So I feel like
उसको
if
थोड़ा
we,
ध्यान
all of
दें
us, if we just
और
pay a
इसको
little bit
धारण
attention,
करें।
and then if
जैसे
we
पढ़ने
imbibe
से
this
देखो
virtue, as
किस
Baba
तरह से
says
और
that
भी गुण
say,
सब आ जाते हैं।
with this virtue, even
तो ये
more
गुण में
virtues will
है,
be merged, but then only
तो
this virtue
खट्टा
is
का
there.
करें, मीठे का
And
करें,
then it
खट्टा
should
का
work
करें।
like jaggery, which is sweet. So it should
इससे
work
बार
as
बार मन
sweetness.
में
That's why again and
और
again, keep repeating it.
संगठन कैसे पक्का होगा,
How will the
जब
gathering
संगठन
become firm when all of us would have
तो ये भी
sweetness?
एक विशेषता हो
So
जाएगी।
this also would be a
मुझे याद है
sweetness.
कुछ ऐसी दादियाँ थी, एक
I
दादी
remember
थी,
there were one or two
कोई भी
dadis
आवेश नहीं आता
that
था,
never used to get
प्रॉब्लम
angry.
है,
If it's
मतभेद
a
है,
problem,
कोई
if there's a problem,
वो
if there
सब
is
मिट
any sort
जाता।
of opinions
यहाँ भी
that are
कुछ
different, so but
नीचे ऊपर बातें होती थी,
wherever there would be
फिर भी
something,
आप
things would be up or down. So those dadis
क्या
would be sent, you
थोड़ा
go,
सा
because she would go there,
माइंड
she would smile,
ठीक हो
and
जाता
then
है।
she had sweetness, so everything would
ना कोई
dissolve.
सिद्ध थी, ना कोई
So
बुद्ध थी,
there was no
कि कुछ
stubbornness, there
किसी
was
बात
no,
को
they didn't want to
करती,
prove anything,
तो
she wouldn't
जहाँ
do
भी कुछ
anything. So
होता था,
wherever anything would
जाके
happen,
भेजो।
so
उनका
just send
विशेषता
her.
क्या
So
है,
what is her
वो हंस हंस के
specialty?
बात
She
सुनती,
would just listen to
हंस हंस के
everyone with
बात सुनती।
smilingly and then would speak smilingly.
तो दूसरा सामने
So
वाला
then
क्या
the
करेगा,
ones who in the
अच्छा
front,
होगा।
what would they do? So then
तो इसलिए
everything just
संगठन को
becomes
बनाए
good.
रखने के लिए
So that's why to make a
मधुरता
gathering
हो,
to unite it,
मिठास जीवन में,
the virtue
दृष्टि
of
में, होठ
sweetness
में,
in the vision and in
मुस्कान की
words,
मिठास
in
से,
everything,
तो
sweetness
हम
should be there.
संगठन को
So then we
बनाए
can
रखेंगे।
keep the gathering united.
शांति।
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Avyakt
Shanti.
Murli Revision
Avyak Murli revision
1969.
from 1969.
Nam Guna Bhagya और
Multimillion
Vaidhi.
4 fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Avyakta Murli. Date of Murli is 12th July 1972.
मरजीवापन की स्मृति से
Through the awareness of
व प्रवृत्ति की विस्मृति
dying alive,
अधर कुमारों की भट्टी में
or- so it is
जैसे
Bhatti
सभा
of
केंद्र के
other
निमित्त
Kumars.
बनी हुई बहनों
Baba
व
says, just
भाइयों
as
से
you come into
उस
contact
ईश्वरीय
and
दृष्टि
relationship
युक्ति से
with the
संलग्न होते
brothers
हो
and sisters
वैसे
at the
ही
centers
आत्माओं से
and have
संपर्क में
that
आते हो
spiritual drishti
व
and
पिछले जन्म
attitude,
का
do you
अधिकतम
also
समय
come into
जब तक
connection with those other
समय
souls in the
समय
same
स्थिति
way?
और वृत्ति
Or do
ऊंची
you
होती
move
जा रही
along
है ना
with your rights of the
और
previous
जब जब
birth?
समय के प्रमाण
Day by
अपनी
day,
स्थिति
your
व
stage
वृत्ति को
and your
ऊंचाई ही
awareness
बनाया है
are becoming
व
more
परिवर्तन में
and
नहीं
more
लाया है
elevated, are they
तब
not?
तक ऊंच पद
Until
कैसे पा
you have
सकेंगे
made your stage and awareness
जैसे
elevated
साकार में
and
बाप
transformed
को
them
देखा
according to the
तभी
time,
स्वयं की
how
वृत्ति
can you claim
दृष्टि
an
व
elevated
स्मृति
status?
स्वपन में
You
थी
saw Sakar
वो
Baba.
फॉलो
Did he
फॉलो में
have the
नहीं
attitude,
क्या
vision,
वही
or
लौकिक
awareness of the
संबंधी प्रसाद
relations
नहीं
being
रहते थे
Lokik,
क्या
even in his
तो
dreams?
आप लोगों को
So
भी
you have to
समय
follow
रहते
the
हुए
Father, do you not?
स्मृति और
Were
वृत्ति में
those
ढलना
Lokik relations not
प्रक्रिया
living
है
with him? So whilst living
स्मृति में कैसे
together,
परिवर्तन
all of
लाते
you
जाएंगे
also have to have
अधर कुमार
courage
का
to
नाम
move
शांत से
along with this attitude and
जैसे भट्टी में
awareness.
पड़ने से
What
पानी का
transformation will you bring
स्वभाव
about from this
परिवर्तन
bhatti
हो
before
जाता
you
है
go?
वैसे इस
To
भट्टी
finish
में
the name and trace of
मैं
being
प्रवृत्ति
half
मार्ग
Kumars.
वाला हूँ
Just as the form,
मैं अधर
anything that
कुमार
goes into a furnace
इस
is
स्मृति को
transformed. In the
समाप्त
same way,
करके
in this
यह
bhatti,
समझना
finish the awareness
मैं
of your
ब्रह्मा
being a
कुमार
half
हूँ
Kumar
और
or a
इन निमित्त
householder
बनी हुई
and have
आत्माओं
the
की
awareness
सेवा
that
करने
you
के लिए
are a
किस
Brahma
लिए हूँ
Kumar and a trustee to serve
स्मृति
those
को
souls
मजबूत
who are
करते
the
जाना
instruments.
यही
Make
है
this
भट्टी का
awareness strong
परिवर्तन
before you go.
इतना
This is the
परिवर्तन करने की
transformation
शक्ति
of the bhatti.
अपने में भरी है
Have you filled yourself
तो
with
वहां
this
जाकर
much
भी
power?
प्रवृत्ति वाले बन
Or will you
जाएंगे
become a householder when you
अभी
return home?
प्रवृत्ति नहीं समझना
Now, do not consider them
लेकिन
to be your
इस
family, that
गृहस्थपन
is
की वृत्ति से
pravritti, but have the attitude of
वृत्ति
remaining
अर्थात दूर
beyond the consciousness.
गृहस्थ की वृत्ति
Parvritti,
से परे
attitude beyond of
ऐसे
being a
हस्तांतरण
householder,
कर
that
जाने
is,
से ही
stay away from the
वर्तमानी अवस्था में
consciousness
भी
of a householder.
आपकी चलन से
Only if you go
आपके
from
होने
here,
से
having
न्यारे
created
से
such a
खुशबू
stage, will
न्यारी
the non-jnani
खुशबू
souls be
लग
able to
जाती है
experience from your
इसका
activity,
अनुभव कर
your
सकेंगे
words, and your eyes, your stage of
अब तक
being
दुनिया के
loving
बीच रहते
and
हुए
detached.
दुनिया वालों को
Until
प्यार
now,
और प्यारी
whilst
स्थिति का
living
अनुभव
amidst the
नहीं
world,
करा पाते
you're not able to give people
क्योंकि
of the
अपनी
world
वृत्ति
the
इतनी
experience
न्यारी
of being
न्यारी
detached and loving,
न्यारी
because your
होने के कारण
consciousness has not
इतने
become
प्यारे
so
नहीं रह पाए
detached.
हो
Because of
प्यारी
not being
चीज
detached,
स्वतः ही
you are
आकर्षित
not
करती
so
है
loving either.
तो दुनिया के बीच रहते
Anything
हुए
loving
ऐसी न्यारी स्थिति
automatically
बनाए
attracts others
वह
towards
प्यारी
itself.
स्थिति भी स्वतः बन
So, whilst
जाएगी
living amidst the world, if you create
ऐसी
such a
प्यारी
unique
स्थिति
stage,
अनेक आत्माओं को
you will
आपकी तरफ
automatically create the
स्वतः
stage of
आकर्षण
being
करेगी
loving.
अभी भी मेहनत करनी पड़ती
Such
है ना
a loving stage will naturally
अभी
attract
तक
other
जो
souls
न्यारी
towards
और
you.
प्यारी स्थिति होनी
Even now,
चाहिए
because you do
वह
not
अभी
have the
तक
stage
प्राप्त
of being
नहीं है
detached and loving
अपने आप
that you
को
should
आकर्षित
have in
करना
a
पड़ता है
visible way, you still have to
प्रत्यक्ष
make
रूप में हो
effort.
तो
You still
आकर्षित
have to
करने के लिए
reveal
इतनी नहीं
yourself.
करनी पड़े
If it is visible, you do
अब
not have to
इस
make
श्रेष्ठ
effort to
स्थिति
reveal
को
it. So now
एकदम ही
put that
प्रत्यक्ष रूप
elevated
में लाओ
stage into visible
अब तक
practice.
गुप्त है
Up to
आइए
now,
आगे की
it
मुरली
has been
कल सुनेंगे
incognito.
ओम शांति
Om Shanti.